Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started. Liam Delap signs, Nico Williams deal sealed. Chelsea 25-man squad after summer transfer window. Chelsea are expected to have another extremely busy summer transfer window, with the Blues already on the verge of their first piece of business, with Liam Delap on his way to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's summer transfer business is well underway, and the window has not even officially opened yet. An exceptional registration period between June 1st and June 10th will allow clubs to add and sell players before the revamped FIFA Club World Cup. And for Chelsea, they are looking to take advantage of the mini window, with Liam Delap set to have his medical next week ahead of a £30 million move from Ipswich Town, Football.London understands. Despite plenty of interest from elsewhere, in the Premier League and abroad, the 22-year-old has chosen a move to Stamford Bridge, with the striker keen to reunite with Enzo Marresca. The Blues are looking to get as much business done as early as possible, with the Club World Cup in the United States on the horizon. After signing Delap, the club's attention is likely to turn to a left-sided winger, and a central defender could also be added. Chelsea have space in their squad to add players ahead of the 2025/26 season. There are, once again, likely to be big changes to the squad at Stamford Bridge over the course of the summer, with a number of incomings and outgoings. Here, Football.London takes a look at the current squad situation, what could be done to change that, and how it may look once the summer transfer window has concluded. Current squad Premier League clubs are permitted to name a 25-man squad in September, with an updated list of players named in February after the closure of the mid-season transfer window. Of those 25 players, at least 8 must be homegrown. So if clubs do not have enough homegrown players, the squad size is reduced accordingly. In February of this year, Chelsea only named 20 players in their squad after a number of outgoings and only 1 incoming in the January window. Of those 20 players, 9 of them were in the homegrown category, meaning the Blues could have named the full 25-man squad. Departures. A couple of the homegrown players named in the February squad could be on their way out of SW6. One of them is Trevoh Chalobah. Despite impressing since being recalled from his loan at Crystal Palace in January, Football.London understands the Blues are open to offers for the Cobham graduate. Another homegrown player potentially on the way out is Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. The 26-year-old signed from Leicester City last summer for around £30 million, but the midfielder featured just 13 times over the course of the Premier League season for the Blues. There are also question marks over the future of Benoit Badiashile. Sources close to Badiashile recently told Football.London the defender is content at Stamford Bridge, but a move this summer has not been ruled out, after making just 20 appearances in all competitions throughout the 2024-25 season. Christopher Nkunku is expected to leave Chelsea this summer. The 27-year-old frustrated in his second full season with the club and was strongly linked with a move away in January. The Blues did not want to lose Nkunku midway through a season, but are happy for him to depart this summer. Returning loan players. There are a number of players returning from their respective loan spells this summer. However, a lot of them face uncertain futures at Stamford Bridge. Andre Santos will take part in next month's Club World Cup for the West Londoners, with the hope of impressing Marresca in the United States. However, the likes of João Felix, Axel Disasi, Renato Veiga, Leslie Ugochukwu, Ben Chilwell, Carney Chukwuemeka, Armando Broja, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Raheem Sterling, David Washington, Caleb Wiley, and Alfie Gilchrist could all be loaned out again, or sold by the Blues. There are high hopes for young goalkeeper Mike Penders, who will arrive from Genk this summer. The 19-year-old shot-stopper could leave on loan, though, for his development. Estevão Willian is one of the most exciting young prospects in world football at this moment in time, and he is expected to be handed first-team opportunities next season. Kendry Páez will also arrive at Chelsea in the summer. The Ecuadorian has been acclimatizing to European football in recent months, where he has been training with the Blue Co-owned Strasbourg, a possible destination for him next season should the Blues look to give him first-team chances elsewhere. New signings Dario Isugo is expected to be part of the first-team picture next season after Chelsea agreed a deal with Sporting CP earlier in the year. Isugo could take part for Chelsea in the Club World Cup in June. Mamadou Sarr will arrive from Strasbourg, although a loan out elsewhere could be on the cards for the young central defender. And as mentioned above, Delap is expected to sign in the coming days. Rafael Leao deal, Liam Delap signs, and with Osimhen too, Chelsea can unleash a dream 150 million plus attack with the summer transfer window officially open. Chelsea are poised to take bold steps in their squad rebuild under new head coach Enzo Marresca. The Blues are already closing in on Liam Delap, a young and promising striker from Ipswich Town, but the plans don't stop there. Add in the ongoing pursuit of Rafael Leao and the potential blockbuster move for Victor Osimhen, and suddenly, Chelsea aren't just preparing for next season, they're preparing to launch a full-scale attacking revolution. This is the story of how Chelsea could build one of the most dangerous front lines in European football with a £150 million transfer strategy. Liam Delap, the surprise piece with familiar ties. Let's start with the signing that looks closest. Liam Delap. The 22-year-old striker, who netted 12 goals in 37 games for Ipswich in the Premier League, is set to join Chelsea for just £30 million, thanks to a release clause in his contract. This is a reunion project. Delap and Marresca worked together at the Manchester City Academy, along with Cole Palmer and Romeo Lavia. He knows the system, fits the philosophy, and brings energy, strength, and a relentless attitude to the front line. Don't let Ipswich's relegation fool you. Delap's development has accelerated, and Chelsea believe he can compete immediately while offering long-term value. Rafael Leao, the left-wing solution Chelsea have been crying out for on the left wing. Chelsea have lacked consistency for years. From Christian Pulisic to Raheem Sterling to Mykhailo Mudryk, no one has fully owned that role. But Rafael Leao could finally be the answer. Leao, 25, is a monster in 1-versus-1 situations with elite dribbling, pace, and the ability to beat defenders either way. He's a player who demands double coverage, yet still finds ways to create danger. With AC Milan missing out on European competition, his future is uncertain, and Chelsea are circling. At a valuation of around £63 million, Leao isn't cheap, but in today's market, he's a justifiable investment. He could be the perfect wide outlet in Maresca's 4-3-3 system, constantly stretching defenses and linking up with Palmer and Delap, or another striker. Victor Osimhen, the game-changing superstar. Up front. Now let's talk about the blockbuster, Victor Osimhen. Chelsea have tracked the Napoli superstar for several months. The Nigerian striker is seen as the missing piece in their attack, a consistent, world-class goal scorer who can deliver immediately. After scoring 26 goals last season and remaining a nightmare for defenders with his speed, movement, and finishing, Osimhen could finally bring that Didier Drogba-style presence back to Stamford Bridge. His release clause is reportedly set around £110 million, but Chelsea are exploring structured deals or potential player swaps to bring the cost down. Napoli's failure to qualify for the Champions League could open the door for a summer exit. And here's the exciting part. Osimhen's arrival wouldn't block Delap. With Chelsea competing in multiple competitions, Delap could rotate in, grow under Osimhen's mentorship, and eventually take the reins long-term. The pair could even play together in certain tactical setups, Osimhen stretching the line, Delap dropping deeper to link play. Cole and Madueke, the creative core behind the finishers. While Leao, Delap, and potentially Osimhen bring the finishing touch, the creative heartbeat of Chelsea's attack remains Cole Palmer. He's been Chelsea's standout player all season, capable of unlocking any defense with a flick, feint, or through ball. Behind the strikers, Palmer would have the freedom to drift and create. Whether pulling wide, playing between the lines, or arriving late in the box, he will remain the engine of Chelsea's attack. On the right flank, Noni Madueke will be pushed hard by Estevao Willian, but his improvement under Marresca could make him a key piece. His direct style complements Palmer's vision and Leao's pace, and his chemistry with Reece James offers width and overlap on the right side. Chelsea's dream frontline. If all goes to plan. If Chelsea land both Leo and Osimhen to join Delap, their attacking options next season could be the deepest and most versatile in the Premier League. Here's how the lineup could look in a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 formation. Option A, ideal starting oven, Rafael Leao, flair, explosiveness, and match-winning ability. Victor Osimhen, elite finisher, leader of the line, Noni Madueke. Estevao, young, tricky, and eager to break out. Cole Palmer, freedom to roam, pull strings, and create chaos. Option B, rotation and squad depth. Liam Delap, backup or starter in Cup Tash rotation games. Mudryk, Sterling, rotation options. Madueke, Estevao, rotating with freshness. Palmer/Nkunku, versatility and tactical flexibility. This gives Marresca the ability to adapt based on the opponent, injuries, and match conditions. It's not just about having a dream 11. Chelsea fan, Chelsea transfer plan can unleash Cole Palmer as dream teammate. Signing lined up, Chelsea's summer transfer business is beginning to take shape, and the signing of Liam Delap from Ipswich Town could be more than just a depth addition to the attack. It may unlock the very best of Cole Palmer, who has already emerged as one of the brightest young talents in Europe. As the Blues prepare for a new era under Enzo Marresca, with Champions League football returning to Stamford Bridge, they are putting the pieces together for a squad not just capable of competing, but thriving across multiple competitions. The acquisition of Delap could be a masterstroke with both short and long-term benefits. Delap deal. Nearing completion. Chelsea have reportedly triggered a £30 million release clause in Delap's contract, beating off interest from rival clubs both domestically and abroad. The 21-year-old enjoyed a breakout campaign in the Championship, and his performances have not gone unnoticed. But it isn't just his recent form that convinced Chelsea to move quickly. According to sources close to the player, 3 key factors influenced Delap's decision to choose Stamford Bridge. Enzo Marresca's playing style, which aligns with Delap's strengths as a pressing forward who thrives off quick, incisive football. The strength and potential of Chelsea's current squad, which includes several of the finest young talents in Europe. A strong belief in Chelsea's project and the club's ability to return to the summit of English and European football under the new leadership. Marresca and Delap. A reunion that makes sense. Marresca and Delap already have a well-established working relationship. The striker played 22 matches under Marresca during their shared time in Manchester City's elite youth system, scoring a remarkable 27 goals across Premier League 2 and EFL trophy appearances. This familiarity could prove vital, particularly given Chelsea's recent history of struggling to integrate new signings. Delap will arrive with a clear understanding of the tactical demands and expectations of the new manager, which could allow him to settle much faster than most. Cole Palmer and Liam Delap. Reuniting a deadly duo. Perhaps even more exciting is Delap's existing chemistry with Cole Palmer, Chelsea's standout performer from the 2023-24 season. The two forwards were once teammates in Manchester City's U18s, U23s, and the England U21s setup, playing a combined 33 games together across youth levels. Their link-up was prolific. Between them, they combined for 8 direct goal contributions, with Palmer often operating in a playmaker role and Delap as the focal point up top. Their understanding of each other's movement, timing, and positioning was instinctive and devastating for opponents at youth level. Delap himself recently told Sky Sports, him, Palmer, and Maka, James McAtee, were both there behind me. And, it helped me so much to score. To win games with them two behind me, it was so good to have two quality players like that. Obviously, Cole now, the stuff he's done in the last 2 years is incredible, and he is one of the better players in the world at the moment. That kind of praise is significant, especially coming from a striker who benefited directly from Palmer's creativity. And now, with the two set to be reunited at Stamford Bridge, there's genuine belief that their on-field chemistry can ignite Chelsea's attack from the first whistle of next season. Instant impact, no bedding in period. Unlike many attacking duos that take time to gel, Delap and Palmer won't need a settling in period. They've shared a pitch more than 30 times before, and crucially, they did so within systems not too dissimilar from what Marresca will implement at Chelsea. The understanding between them was forged in City's high-tempo, possession-based philosophy, precisely what Marresca is now bringing to the bridge. This familiarity gives Chelsea a massive edge. While many teams will spend the early weeks of next season figuring out the right attacking combinations, Chelsea could enter the new campaign with a ready-made link-up threat that is already tried and tested. Strategic squad building for the present and future. The signing of Delap, combined with other moves in the pipeline, shows that Chelsea are building with a clear identity. They're not just collecting talent, but instead putting together a puzzle where each piece fits into a broader tactical and cultural picture. Young, dynamic players who understand the pressing and positional game, and who can form strong personal and professional bonds, are now central to the club's approach. Delap's addition alongside Palmer is about creating harmony, not just depth. With Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, and now potentially Andre Santos and Dario Asugo in midfield, Chelsea are developing an engine room that supports creative freedom in the final third. Chelsea can unleash a dream attack with 93 million summer plan featuring Rafael Leão and Liam Delap. As Enzo Marresca prepares for his first full season in charge at Chelsea, the Blues are edging closer to constructing a potentially devastating attacking unit, one that could be completed with just one more marquee signing. The Stamford Bridge side are reportedly close to landing Liam Delap from Ipswich Town, and with growing interest in Rafael Leão from AC Milan, Marresca could soon have the firepower to turn Chelsea into a serious contender again. Liam Delap, a smart, strategic investment for the present and future. At just 22, Liam Delap is seen as one of the most promising young English strikers outside the traditional top six. After a standout individual season with Ipswich Town in the Premier League, scoring 12 goals and registering 2 assists in 37 appearances, Delap proved he can compete at the top level despite playing for a relegated side. Chelsea, ever keen on smart investments with resale potential, have activated a £30 million release clause in Delap's contract, which runs until 2029. It's a move that's being hailed internally as a bargain, especially considering his age, physical profile, and experience. More importantly, Delap already has familiarity with Enzo Marresca's system, having worked under the manager during their time together in Manchester City's academy. That prior relationship adds another layer of confidence to Chelsea's belief that Delap can hit the ground running in a system tailored for young, intelligent attackers. Noni Madueke to hold the right flank, but faces competition. Over on the right wing, Noni Madueke is expected to retain his starting role heading into the new season. While the 23-year-old didn't post eye-catching goal numbers this past season, his flair, dribbling, and improved end product under Maresca's brief tenure have made him one of the more exciting wingers in the Premier League. However, Madueke won't be able to rest easy. Estevão Willian, the highly rated Brazilian teenager from Palmeiras, is arriving in 2025. The 18-year-old, nicknamed Messinho, has shown elite-level creativity and composure beyond his years in the Brasileirão. While he'll need time to adapt, his presence is a clear signal to Madueke: step up or step aside. Cole Palmer, the heart of Chelsea's attack. Perhaps the biggest revelation of Chelsea's past season, Cole Palmer has gone from fringe City player to Chelsea's offensive heartbeat. With a license to roam across the final third, Palmer has flourished, becoming the club's top scorer and chief creator. Whether he drifts into the right half space, pops up on the left, or drops deeper to dictate play, Palmer is the glue that binds the front line together. In the UEFA Conference League final, he was electric, ghosting between defenders, creating overloads, and feeding Sancho and Madueke with incisive passes. Under Marresca, expect him to elevate further into a free-roaming creator role, much like Kevin De Bruyne or David Silva in their peak years. Palmer will likely serve as the central fulcrum behind Delap, providing a direct link between midfield and attack. His presence opens up multiple tactical options. Chelsea can shape into a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, or even a narrow 3-4-2-1, depending on the opposition. Rafael Leão, the final piece of the puzzle. The missing piece in Chelsea's attacking puzzle might just be Rafael Leão. The 25-year-old AC Milan star has long been admired by Chelsea's scouting department, and with the Italian giants failing to qualify for Europe, the time could finally be right to make a move. Valued at around £63 million by Transfermarkt, Leão is a lethal combination of pace, power, and technical brilliance. Capable of beating defenders with ease, cutting inside to shoot, or stretching defenses on the counter, he would offer Chelsea a true threat down the left, something they sorely lacked this season. While Chelsea have trialed various players on the left flank, Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk, and even Ian Maatsen at times, none have offered consistent quality or vertical penetration. Leão's arrival would give the Blues a balanced, dangerous front three, and would also allow Palmer more freedom to roam centrally. The £93 million dream front line should both transfers go through as planned. Delap for £30 million and Leão for £63 million, Chelsea would have assembled a front line that rivals any in the Premier League for dynamism, versatility, and youth. Liam Delap, ST, a powerful, hard-working striker with a relentless engine and eye for goal. Rafael Leão, LW, a world-class winger capable of tearing apart defenses with flair and raw pace. Cole Palmer, Cam RW, the creative heartbeat, drifting between lines, threading passes, and scoring. Noni Madueke, RW, a direct, left-footed dribbler who stretches defenses and creates one-on-one situations. Estevan Willian, backup RW LW, a raw gem waiting to explode onto the European stage.